Now we will be going over the structures of the spinal cord. First off, it's really important to orientate yourself with which way is front and which way is back. Okay, so in this one, the spinal cord is in a spine. So that's really nice. So we can find the spinous process of the vertebrae here. So now we know that this is the back or the posterior, and then this will be our anterior part. Okay, so first on the spinal cord, we're gonna look at the gray matter. Okay, this is this butterfly shape that is seen here. The middle of the gray matter, we have this line, which is the gray commissure, this gray connection here. Then in the middle of that, we have this hole, which is the central canal. The central canal comes from the fourth ventricle and is filled with cerebral spinal fluid. The gray matter makes up our horns of the spinal cord. This is where orientating ourselves comes into play. So first, we have the ventral horn, which is shown here. And as it is the most anterior, that is why it's called the ventral horn. Then we have the lateral horn, which is here. And then we have the dorsal horn, which is here. We can remember the dorsal horn in part because it looks like a dorsal fin. It's also more pointy and will reach the edge of the spinal cord typically. Now we're going to look at the white matter. The white matter is here and here. It is white because of the myelinated sheaths of the axons that are found in the white matter. Again, we're going to use our directional terms to name the columns that make up the white matter. So first we have the ventral column here, then we have the lateral column, and then we have the dorsal column. So to review, we have the ventral column next to the ventral horn, we have the lateral column next to the lateral horn, and then we have the dorsal column next to the dorsal horn. The spinal cord is also split into our right and our left side. The posterior median sulcus is here. This is the break that is posterior to the gray commissure. Then we have the anterior median fissure, which separates the anterior portions from the gray commissure. Note, you will not receive points if you mix up the sulcus and the fissure, okay? So you need to remember that it's the anterior median fissure with the posterior median sulcus. Our last structure for our spinal cord is our dorsal root ganglion, which can be seen here. This is farther away from the spinal cord, and this bulge here, the dorsal root ganglion, contains the cell bodies of sensory neurons.